Why did people think Satoshi is a Japanese man named Dorian Nakamoto? Let's mine deep. For obvious reasons, the father of Bitcoin is a mysterious character.
The FBI arrested Ross William Ulbricht.
Australian Federal Police raided the Sydney home of a man called Craig Stephen Wright.
Japanese police have arrested the head of the Mt. Gox.
A cryptocurrency entrepreneur has been arrested in Montenegro.
The only definitive clues we have of the creator's identity are online communications from a period between 2008 and 2011. And on one of their online profiles, Satoshi claimed to be a Japanese male. Some actually believe this was only done to give Satoshi Nakamoto pseudonym credibility. Although the name itself is Japanese, the reality is we can't know for sure whether he, she, or they was Japanese or not. What we do know is that he in fact is not Dorian Nakamoto, the man who Newsweek accused of being the face behind Bitcoin and therefore bombarded with paparazzis in his hometown in Temple, California. It was 2014 when journalist Leah McGrath Goodman claimed to have tracked down the real Satoshi, linking one innocent man to the inventor of the digital currency. Her number one connection, his name and background. Dorian Nakamoto's birth name is Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the same name used by the mysterious founder of Bitcoin. He has a background in engineering and programming, skills that would be necessary to create a digital currency like Bitcoin. Her second connection, his professional experience. Dorian Nakamoto has worked in defense and electronic communications, areas relevant to the development of Bitcoin's technology. He has also worked as a computer engineer for various companies, indicating a familiarity with the technical aspects of digital currencies. So if you work in IT, are you the creator of Bitcoin? Her third connection, family testimony. Nakamoto's family members described him as extremely intelligent, secretive, and obsessive about privacy. They mentioned that he has a history of working with technology and has always been interested in financial independence. But who isn't? Her fourth connection, time frame and health issues. Nakamoto's career timeline aligns with the development timeline of Bitcoin. Furthermore, his family mentions that he has suffered health issues in recent years, which could explain his disappearance from the Bitcoin scene. Her final connection, writing style and linguistic patterns. Analysis of Nakamoto's writing style and linguistic patterns in comparison to those found in Bitcoin-related documents and communications suggest similarities, indicating that they could be the same person. Since then, Dorian has denied he knows anything about Bitcoin.
I have nothing to do with Bitcoin, nothing to do with developing. I was just an engineer doing something else.
Eventually, he hired a lawyer and released an official statement to that effect. So why should you care? Because Dorian Nakamoto is not the inventor of Bitcoin. With all these coincidences, the actual Bitcoin creator returned to the internet after being absent for a while to say that he is not Dorian Nakamoto. And trying to find who invented the peer-to-peer network could lead to disrupting an innocent person's life. The truth is, the real Satoshi Nakamoto is nowhere to be found. Maybe that is why Craig Wright is trying to claim his fame, since nobody really knows who the inventor of Bitcoin is. Don't miss Samson Mow Backstage. When was that aha moment in the Bitcoin industry when Bitcoin actually clicked for you?
I think in 2013 or so, I was just reading about it and reading about Bitcoin mining, and it just clicked because I understood there's nobody operating this thing. Anyone can spin up a node and mine. So that was the moment.
Speaking about mining, what do you have to say to those people that are so haters towards Bitcoin that they say it consumes so much energy? You that you know so much about it, how do you explain it to them that it's not really what the media portrays it to be?
I think they use too much energy watching cat videos on YouTube, and they need to stop. They just need to stop. And stop tweeting too. That takes energy as well.
So tweeting takes more energy than mining a Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's a horrible use of energy. At least with Bitcoin, you have sound money, right?
Yeah.
It's all very subjective. It just comes down to what you think energy should be used for, or what it can be used for, right? At this point, you're getting to become energy police. Like, what is a good use case of energy? And there have been crazy things like banning sales of graphic cards for gamers to prevent them from playing games because that computer takes too much energy. So at the end of the day, it's a very irrational, emotional discussion, and there's just nothing to say to them, right? Money is the base layer of civilization. And this is why Bitcoin fixes so many things, because it is the lubricant of which we use to trade and interact with one another. So fundamentally, as a society, we have to interact with different people, different countries, and this is what connects everything at the end of the day. This is why it's so drawn to people attacking it, right? Because if you can debase it, if you can corrupt the money supply and print more of it, you can basically manipulate human interaction and control people.